Hi, this is Jacob. In this video, we're going to be covering delivery method and advanced settings. So under the delivery method, you have two options: standard, optimized delivery of ad spending budget evenly over time, which they recommend, or accelerated, which is basically show my ad as quickly as possible. And the main difference between the two is, let's say my budget is this $10 a day. What AdWords is going to do is, let's say it's midnight on Thursday, and from there my ad will start showing, but it's not going to show all at once. It's not going to spend that my $10 budget all at once. Is what it'll do is it'll show my ad infrequently for that 24-hour period, so my spend is a lot more even throughout the day, and that way I can get all hours of the day that I want. Now if you were to do accelerated, you're just basically saying, okay, spend all my budget as quickly as possible. So AdWords will go and they'll show your keywords as quickly as possible and try to get you as many clicks as possible, as quickly as possible, and you can really quickly spend through your budget. So starting off, I do recommend you stay on standard. Then over time, once you start optimizing on your ads, you can go ahead and switch to accelerated. And the main reason for switching from standard to accelerated is when you have something that's working or you want far more volume quicker. So if it's already working, why not do accelerated? Because that way you're going to get the most clicks throughout that day guaranteed, as long as your budget can cover that amount of clicks. And hopefully if you're optimized and you're already making money and the ad copy's working for you, then I'd highly recommend you switch to accelerated. But starting off, standard is the way to go. Just for now, we're going to be skipping over ad extensions because we're going to have that in a separate video. We're going to go right to advanced settings. So here you can set your campaign start date and your end date. And an end date might be because start date and end date might be, let's say I have a special that's going on one particular week, right? So if I'm a carpet cleaning company and I'm cleaning 3 rooms for $99, then I might want to put the start date of that campaign, that special, and then the end date for that special. And that's the reason why that's there. For a lot of people, there won't necessarily be an end date, and you don't need to create one. Under ad scheduling, this is fairly important. And for ad scheduling, is what you can do is you can actually schedule the days that you want your ad to run. So I'm a dental clinic. I am actually open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to, let's say, 5 p.m. And is what I'm doing now is I'm telling AdWords to show my ads between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then let's say I can go ahead and do this and say, you know what, we are open on Saturday, but we're only open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so I can put in my hours that my office is open for those particular days. And that's the reason why this is there. So if you have an e-commerce site and most of your sales come in from over the phone, you might just want your ads just to show between that time period. Or if you're a service-based industry, you're probably most likely don't want your ad showing at 12 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. if there's nobody there to answer the phone. Now, if you're taking calls during those hours because you do emergency plumbing or something like that, by all means, keep it open 24/7. But for a lot of businesses, they work between a 9 to 5 type job. So this is something that you definitely want to enable if you have set working hours. Next up is ad delivery rotation, and you have 4 options here. Optimize for clicks, show ads expected to provide more clicks. Then you have optimize for conversions, which is expected to show the ads that are showing more conversions. You have rotate evenly, show ads more evenly for at least 90 days, then optimize. And then you have the rotate indefinitely. Now the big issue with the first two starting off is if you're optimizing for clicks or optimizing for conversions, if AdWords sees that one particular ad copy is getting more clicks or a higher click-through rate, then they won't show the other ad evenly, and they jump to the conclusion of what works best way too early. So before a statistical probability can be known, they automatically assume, oh, this ad is working better. So even though this ad's only shown 100 times and this other ad has shown 10 times, this one ad that has been shown 100 times has gotten 3 clicks, whereas the other ad hasn't gotten any clicks. So they'll start showing that one ad far more than the other ad copy. Now that's not what you want. You want to split test. You want to send even amounts of traffic to the two ad copies so you know which one's actually working better. And unfortunately, with AdWords, they jumped the gun on it, right? So optimizing for clicks, I do not recommend it. I do not recommend optimizing for conversions, especially starting off. The two options that I like best here is going to be rotate evenly. So it'll show ads more evenly for at least 90 days and then optimize for you, or else rotate indefinitely. So the option I generally will go with is going to be rotate indefinitely, because I'm going to choose which ad is getting the highest click-through rate, which ad is getting the best sales, or which one's more relevant for me. So this basically puts you in the driver's seat by rotating indefinitely. That's the one I'd recommend. Now, if you're managing hundreds and hundreds of campaigns, a decent option would be the rotate evenly, just in case you overlook some campaigns and you're sending a lot of traffic there. You're basically are going to have AdWords automatically optimize for you after the 90-day period. So till then, it'll show the ads more evenly. So just to recap on the video, for the delivery methods, we're going to go ahead and start off with standard. We went ahead and under the advanced settings, the schedule, start date and end date, and ad scheduling, we went ahead and put in an ad schedule of the time our office is going to be open. And then for the ad delivery ad rotation option, we went ahead and put in rotate indefinitely. Now further down the line, we will talk about dynamic search ads, and we'll also talk about campaign URL options advanced, which this particular option really isn't much to it. It's more for those who need to track certain values in there. So with all that done, I'm going to go ahead and hit save and continue. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be covering keyword research, how to find keywords, and generally what we do with them. In this particular instance, I'm just going to go ahead and hit cancel because I'm not creating a new ad group. So I will see you in the next video.